Welcome to Popternative, where we dive into topical discussions from the worlds of pop culture, social media, and sports. Here is your host, Peter Remoliotis, aka PD Beats.
Hello and welcome to the Popternative podcast. This is the podcast where we have digital discussions in the worlds of social media, sports, and pop culture. As always, I'm your host, Peter Remoliotis, and on Twitter I go as PD Beats. I'm really excited to be joined by the co-creator and co-star of a really cool web series, really cool comedy web series called SIBS. We're with Kimberly Niccole. Kimberly, welcome to Popternative.
Hi, thanks for having me, PD Beats.
No problem. So first of all, I've said to you on social media, but I'll say it in person, congratulations with the success of SIBS.
Thank you so much.
Because
and
it
thanks
is.
For featuring us. You guys featured us a while ago, and that was really nice.
Oh, absolutely. No, for sure. It's great stuff. So let's get into it. Talk about how SIBS came to be and what people can expect from it that don't know about it.
Okay, SIBS. SIBS is a ridiculous comedy web series, and it stars me and my real-life brother, Brian Scammon. And Brian, a little bit of my background is that I've been working in digital media, social media for a couple of years. So I haven't been acting in a few years. So Brian and I kind of created SIBS as a way to get started again because I haven't been working in 3 years. So what can we do? We decided to do a comedy web series about two siblings. Why not? And it just went nuts from there. Because strange things happen when you get around your sibling.
Oh yeah.
I find that you behave at your worst with your siblings, whether it's, chucking peanuts at people at a baseball game or just, going nuts. It's a fun bond, and Brian and I have a good rapport. So we created the web series to kind of explore sibling relationships and specifically these two characters who take out the worst parts of us and just kind of throw them at a wall and splatter them all over.
Yeah.
So
no, that's really.
It's these two characters, who couldn't get in more trouble if it were possible. They find it.
And who was kind of did you always want to create it as a web series, or was there a plan to make it, what was it always we're going to make a web series? Was it maybe you guys wanted to maybe start a podcast? How did you decide that it was going to be a comedy web series?
Brian and I used to do videos all the time, little short videos that would always wind up with me punching him in the face.
Oh, wow.
And we thought they were funny. So then we thought maybe we should have a narrative behind it. So we knew it was going to be created for YouTube, which is why our series, this first, run at our first season was a little bit more out there. It was handheld, our vlogger per style, sort of that mock vlog style. So we knew it was going on YouTube. Yeah.
Okay, absolutely. What are kind of some of the things that you hope to get out of SIBS? I mean, do you guys plan on making as many as you can? I mean, what is the the end goal with the web series?
Well, we kept SIBS pretty low budget for the most part. I executive produced this first season. So, we do new videos every week. We're a little too episodic for, just running little skits every week.
Yep.
So we're currently working on season 2, which we will do a lot differently than we did season 1.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So our goal is kind of to continue to grow and build out this world and to have these characters for ourselves that, that we love and make us happy.
Do you think that might be a little risky because of the success of season 1 of SIBS? Kind of maybe change, how is it a drastic change or just a?
We're gonna keep everything that people loved about SIBS. We're gonna keep mock vlog style. We're gonna get in a lot of trouble. We're gonna keep that style, and we're gonna add some things to it. So, for people who haven't seen SIBS, season 1 is entirely me and my brother. I think there's one shot where you can see someone who was driving us, like on a, it was me and Brian. All the voiceovers are me and Brian. It's everything. So what we're looking to do kind of in this next new season is keep that mock vlog style that we loved and start adding new characters, new fun, and just kind of make it a little bit bigger.
Oh, absolutely. So you mentioned that you've been working in digital media for a few years now. What are some of the kind of because I know SIBS, what I like too about SIBS is it's very current, it's very topical. Some of the things that you guys bicker about have to do with the everyday life, and a big part of everyday life is of course like emerging technologies. So is that something that you kind of wanted to do with SIBS when you were able to kind of incorporate the kind of trends of emerging digital social media?
Yeah, for sure. I think that for us specifically, the challenge became, do we want to raise, $24,000 for this first season and have a crew and a cast and camera and blah, 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 or can we use technology to, streamline this process? So everything we did was shot on iPhone 7 Plus, edited, with the exception of where we had special effects. Absolutely everything was done on the phone. It was edited on the phone, and we did the entire episode for the week in 24 hours.
Wow.
So we were looking to, use technology to move us forward and kind of keep it current. Because, with things like Facebook Live and, Periscope, Instagram stories, Instagram Live, just to keep it current, everything's done on the phone, Oh, yeah. So that became something that was a challenge, but also very special to our show.
Oh, absolutely.
And oddly enough, no one came along and was like, these kids are shooting on a phone. You know what I mean?
Well, I think I remember, no, this is going back, but my friends, a few of them were in a few Canadian sitcoms, but they were involved with a movie that was the first ever movie that was shot completely with an iPhone. Yeah. And I'm surprised there's not as many movies that are shot with iPhone, because I was looking into it and it's not as many as you'd think.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. We're toying with the idea for the next season of keeping shooting on iPhone 7 and adding kind of a second world in that is a little more traditional. Mm-hmm. So, it's kind of like, are you going out and competing for, film festivals? Are you looking for accolades? Or you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. There may be a little bit of bias, but, there's no reason not to create something these days, because you can.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Now, what would you say your favorite thing about working in digital media is? Do you like the storytelling aspect of it? Do you like the ability to kind of, because, for example, I work in that field too. I'm learning something every day, and I think that's the one thing I like the most about it. What do you kind of like about working in that field?
I mean, things in the digital world are they move so fast. You know what I mean? So there's no time to kind of stick in a comfort zone, and what works today might not work tomorrow. So, if it's here today, you might want to push it. So that thing that just things are moving so fast that it doesn't get boring. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I understand. And when you say digital media, social media, what are some of kind of the things that you enjoy doing for service wise for your clients?
Service wise, I mean, I make a lot of I do a lot of like video storytelling and stuff like that. So that's fun. I think the thing that, makes me the most happy is because I love, numbers and, revenue and all that good stuff. I do a lot of paid social media advertising, Facebook ads, Instagram and stuff like that.
Oh, absolutely. That's good that you mentioned that. What do you think about, so there's a lot of people now are trying to kind of capitalize on that, like the Facebook boost and all that, and only some social media, like what do you like? Do you think that everyone's gonna kind of like, is this kind of like a bandwagon that everyone's gonna be like, oh wow, I can get so much reach with my by doing like a Facebook ad? Then are you gonna kind of have literally like, are jobs gonna be created for like people that's literally their job is to manage like Facebook ads? Like, it's becoming massive.
Well, actually, Facebook ad management, Facebook ad agencies is kind of a fairly saturated market right now. So they're all over the place. It's hard not to knock down. You kick in a door, you might find a Facebook ads guy.
No, but at the same time, these are not are these like exclusively like just Facebook ads, or these ad agencies that are like specializing in it?
No, there's a lot of ad agencies that specialize just particularly in Facebook or specifically in Facebook. Yeah.
And do you is Facebook maybe like your favorite for the kind of the stuff that you do, or like do you like Twitter? Do you like Instagram?
I mean, for me, for my clients specifically, like Facebook is where the money is at. Facebook's where the money is to be had, so that makes me happy. And so Facebook is probably my favorite social network. Twitter comes in a distant second, just because Twitter's about personal connections with people that you wouldn't otherwise have a chance to know. So it's given us a chance to, even specifically with SIBS, like there's so many shows out there that, and, podcasts and stuff like that, have like very personal connections with, even though they're digital. Instagram connections don't feel as personal to me, so it's not my favorite social network, but it's a great visual medium, and there's a lot of just amazing stuff to be had on Instagram, obviously. Twitter, I have a.
Are you running? Are you the one running SIBS social media?
Yes. Yes.
And how do you like that? Like, how are you enjoying that? Because you're doing both. You're doing the front end and the back end. Like, you're on the show and then you're running all the promotion aspect of it.
If you saw it, Brian or I did it. Yeah. But it's been really fun, especially with a series like SIBS. It gives me a chance to be like, we're a little snarkier than the average bear. So like, it gives us a chance to kind of just have a fun personality and bring our personality through to social media, which, is our show, is very unique to our show. So
talk a little bit about the web series landscape. Talk a little bit about how you think it's developed and evolved over the years. Do you see it growing? Do you see it kind of taking a step down because of Netflix and streaming services? Talk a little bit about that.
I mean, YouTube's second, biggest search engine in the world. So there ain't nothing wrong with being on YouTube and having a presence there. The only problem is, it does get saturated, and like, you got to kind of find a way to break through the noise. And that becomes like your creative, task, is to kind of break through the noise and to make sure that you have something that you think is special and that other people do too. So, I don't think the web series train is going anywhere. Especially with things like crowdsourcing, crowdfunding, it's just so never been easier to create something good. And if it's good, it'll stick around.
No, absolutely. Have you been keeping up to date with some of the other web series? Because there's a lot of great web series out there. I did a feature on all of them, including yours. I mean, there's a lot of good ones out there.
There's so many good web series out there. I think you guys had oh my gosh, why am I blanking on the name? Trish and
My Roommate's an Escort.
yeah, My Roommate's an Escort.
It's a great one.
Yeah, they're incredible. They're fun. That's a really fun series. I actually binged watched that one. So they're really fun. Pantheon series is one that's been around for a little while. I have a couple of their episodes out. That's a fun series. Adjuncts web series. There's a lot of like just great content out there. Award-winning content, funny content, people who have a passion for what they're doing, and I think those people like really shine through.
Oh, absolutely. Well, we'll wrap up. But Kim, thank you so much for coming on the show. I really, really appreciate it. And no,
Thanks for having me.
it's really cool. How what you and your brother did with SIBS. It's a pretty cool accomplishment. So you should be really really proud of that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And yeah, continue.
Brian says thank you as well.
Yeah. Where can people follow SIBS? Where can they watch SIBS? Where can they follow you and SIBS? Like, just plug away.
Okay. SIBS web series. If you love the ridiculous comedy, I would tune in to SIBS on YouTube because that's where we live. So you can go to youtube.com/SIBS web series. Just type in SIBS web series. And we're SIBS web series all over social media. So Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Just if you want to hit our page on our website is sibsthewebseries.com. So if you want to watch some episodes, let us know what you think and, share them with your friends if you like.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. And I'll put all the links in the YouTube description as well. So this has been Popternative. If you liked what you saw, you can please leave us a like. Please leave us a subscription as well. Leave us a comment as well. You can catch previous episodes of Popternative on YouTube, and we post from time to time on our Facebook as well. Follow us on Twitter. Like us on Facebook, popternative.com for new content every day. So be sure to check that out. Until next time, this is Kimberly Niccole and PD Beats signing off. Have a great week, everyone.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube. Be sure to like Popternative on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.